was knocking, but I just stayed home. I ain't picking no flowers for the season out soon. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the ride at the end of my road. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting there sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me, still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me, still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little, something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Slot receiver, headed right. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Here's third down and a few inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they move the chains on third down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Two first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. This looks like a design run. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
1st and 10. Throwing right away, it's May. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. And he's got this one complete to Watkins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He's got it at the 7. And he's in. Jahan Dotson, touchdown 6. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
1 quarter in the books. The Saints out on top. We're back to Arlington in a moment.
Cup 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Tap 60. Tap 60. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Hup.
A second down throw for Richardson. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
18, Pioneer.
From the gun on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
On the double.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
19, ready.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here's 2nd and 6. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. On second down, it's May. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, New Orleans.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a high... the quarterback and the receiver, but Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Richardson to throw it here on first down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Track 60. Go.
From the gun, Richardson. Got a man, good job coming back for the ball on the completion. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From out of the gun, here's May. This one complete to Watkins. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard.
70,
May going to look to throw. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On 1st and 10, here's May. And he's in. Touchdown, Saints. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Saints will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Throwing, Richardson. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Throwing is Richardson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
18, 70 rings, 70 rings.
Throwing now is May. That one taken in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. Saints are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Mustang 19. Let's go. Go.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Baker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
At the 60. At the 60.
15 yards on the play.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the
70
39-yard
Lions.
line.
They motion a receiver right. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yards.
Pioneer. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Lions. Ready.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
One final throw before the break, and that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. Short kick taken just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
79 Bronco. Here we go.
Here's May. He's going to go up top here for McBride.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, Not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw now, May. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, May. That's caught downfield by McBride. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
May to throw again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown Saints. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Saints stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go!
Now Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
18 Pioneer. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take. It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun. This one intercepted. into space. To the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, they just tried a very short throw, and instead, the defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with a big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back the other way.
The extra point, up and good. Cowboys will get just a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Short kick taken at the 17. And he'll get as much as he can, protecting the football as he dives to the ground. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is May. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
To throw on first down is May. He'll find his tight end, McBride. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that one. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Taking off. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. Gain of 12 and a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense.
Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. And he'll be out of bounds, but gives them some breathing room. Up to the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Richardson. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together, man, that was big-time ball.
19, Tiger, 19, top 60.
Here's May to throw it on first down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Here we go. Go!
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Trey McBride. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19.
Oh, and now movement up front, trying to get the defense to jump. One of the offensive linemen moved instead. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. From the gun, Richardson. That's incomplete. Daring Paul on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
May now on 1st and 10. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's into the end zone. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Saints. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. And another score puts them in great shape here in the fourth quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. And this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
60 Bison. 6. Here we go.
This drive will start on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Richardson going to look to throw. He's going to keep it himself. Richardson going to hit the deck here, but not before he picks up a 1st down.
That's good for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, Richardson. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
3rd and long. Richardson to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 3rd and 7. He'll get this out wide. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Cowboys.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Just a short gain to the 33-yard line. 2nd down and 8. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Up the middle they go. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it, and he pitches it. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
60 Maverick. Dragon 60. 79 Bronco. Ready.
Here's Richardson. He'll get this out to his running back. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready. Hut. Buffalo 18. Warrior 70. Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Cowboys cut into the lead a little bit. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the Hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in the bottle, put my heart in a case. It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Send me sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from me, oh me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers from the seeds that I've sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my road. At the end of my road, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still start singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through. Bet the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
broken glass of a bottle makes a jagged rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Can't